I'm just going to call it here and now. Like, he's not staying. There's no way he's staying. They're not going to continue to pay that salary given what he's cost them and the sort of capital loss or the equity loss that they're going to have with the White House having this guy in the seat, which makes you wonder whether or not
But 87% support deporting criminal undocumented migrants.
Yes, I don't know anybody in the world. Yeah, I don't know anybody in the world who wants to keep the criminals. I don't know anybody.
That's where we should be focused.
Can I say something? Because
you see, Whoopi Goldberg is also on thin ice. George Stephanopoulos is not the only one who's going to be out. It's expected that, Whoopi could be in kind of a tough spot too, which is one of the reasons you just heard her say, I don't know anybody who wants to keep the criminals in the United States. Well, except for Letitia James, more on that in a moment. So she's actually sounding as though she agrees with Donald Trump a little bit on this one. I think that is by design, shall we say. If you notice, The View is out with a whole brand new program. Oh, it's The View on weekends. I will spare you the promotion, but suffice it to say, Whoopi's not in it. Nowhere to be found. So they're going to be streaming now on weekends, but there's no Whoopi. Everybody else, the whole cast is there except for Whoopi, which makes one sort of conclude that perhaps there's a little contract negotiation going on. And maybe that was one of the things that they haven't been able to determine in the negotiation. But then again, maybe they're not even going to keep her at all. Maybe they're going to say enough is enough, right? You've cost us dearly, lady. We don't need any more of this. We don't need the threat of Brendan Carr at the FCC taking away our affiliate licenses all over the country for all of these little O&O, not just the O&Os owned and operated, but all the little stations that we try and milk so that they get the privilege of having the ABC branding and they have the privilege of carrying your show, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Sunny House, and the rest of them. Disney doesn't need that headache. Bob Iger doesn't need that headache. Shareholders don't need that headache. So I would expect that George will be joined, shall we say, on his way out the door by one Whoopi Goldberg sometime in 2025, sooner rather than later for George. In fact, if you turn into this week with George Stephanopoulos, I actually haven't seen him. I see Martha Raddatz. They're all circling the wagons, you see, because everybody wants the gig. There's a Jonathan Karl. Again, you've probably never heard of these people, but they're sort of mainstays at the network, and they want the job.